on the industry and sought critical interventions by federal and state governments. Gentlemen, the Post-COVID-19 Initiatives Committee for the Creative Industry, which is set up to help mitigate the negative effects of the pandemic on the creative industry as a whole, has submitted its report, which contains recommendations that will benefit all component parts of the larger creative industry. However, without prejudice to those recommendations, I want to announce today a number of broadcast industry-specific measures aimed at giving a lifeline to the broadcast industry, which, though largely a business, continues to function as a critical social service of sorts, which is relevant to the information and enlightenment needs of the people. These measures are in addition to the 2-month license fee waiver granted to terrestrial broadcast stations in the country by the NBC as part of the efforts to ease the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the broadcast industry. According to the National Broadcasting Commission, many Nigerian radio and television stations remain indebted to the federal government to the tune of about 7.8 billion naira in total. Also, many of the stations are faced with the reality that their license may not be renewed in view of their indebtedness. Against this background, the management of the NBC has therefore recommended, and the federal government has accepted, the following measures to revamp the broadcast industry and to help reposition it for the challenges of business post-COVID-19. A, 60% debt forgiveness for all debtor broadcast stations in the country. B, the criterion for enjoying the debt forgiveness is for debtor stations to pay the outstanding 40% of the existing debt within the next 3 months. C, any station that is unable to pay the balance of 40% indebtedness within the 3 months window shall forfeit the opportunity to enjoy the stated debt forgiveness. D, the existing license fee is further discounted by 30% open to all open terrestrial radio and television stations effective July 10th, 2020. E, the debt forgiveness shall apply to functional licensed terrestrial radio and television stations only. F, the debt forgiveness and discount shall not apply to pay TV service operators in Nigeria. G, the effective date of the debt forgiveness shall be July 10th, 2020. The federal government has made these interventions with a view to repositioning the broadcast industry to play its critical role of promoting democracy and good governance in Nigeria. It is our expectation that the sector will cash in on this unique opportunity to make itself an effective catalyst for national development. I thank you all for your kind attention. I will now take your questions strictly on the newly announced measures. Thank you very much.
Your questions to the issues addressed by the Honorable Minister. The floor is open, please.
Memorandum. And I'm aware that a few days ago, the RT DG, I don't know if you, because we are also journalists, and we know that broadcast media have suffered